Well, it's another road game for us against the Medics, the second in consecutive weeks, and Bulldozer Power are in decent shape. No changes to the lineup, but the batting order has been switched. Papal Event Horizon dropping down the order to 7th now, which means that we have an opening of Cindy, Kojak, and Failure. We'll see how that pans out for us. Last game was quite a tense affair, but we did come away with the win. Today we'll be hoping for something a little bit better than that. Anyway, it is Cindy Vapid to lead us off. It's a night game this evening, which is splendid. Well, it wouldn't be a night game today, would it? No. Well, if you're going to use this evening, then night game is where you're at. Do you want to concentrate? Oh, flipping heck, Cindy. No, you see, that's a lack of concentration. Yeah, okay, well, Cindy goes out for a duck there, and Kojak is up next. She'll see if she can't do something a little bit more bright and breezy for us there. That was quite a nice pitch. I would have swung at that, you know. Yeah, there have been times when that would be a swinger. That's 3 rubbish so far. Kojak not biting at any of it. She likes that one, though, but not enough. No, didn't like that sufficiently. Bumps and catches that one out in centre field. Here's Ulysses' Failure. All right, well, what's the big man got to offer us today? Pretty swift out. Okay, well, we like to get the first inning done and dusted as quickly as possible, and we have done. So it's Rasputin, Skyline and Severe coming up to bat, and they'll be facing off against Ominous Bob, who is our worst pitcher. All right, okay, well, we'll just have to try and get the defence working in some other fashion then. If Bob's not going to do it from the mound, we're just going to have to try and do it from the field. That one's gone to Hatchet, so we'll throw to first. Out number 1. All right, good. Here's the Daniel Skyline. We didn't see him last time around. He's obviously been substituted in for someone who was underperforming, and we'll see if he's feeling lively or not. Steve's underneath that one, and that's out number 2. Good. Here's Bambi Severe. Didn't contribute a massive amount in the last game, but you know, she was there. I recall her being in the lineup, so you know that's something to treasure. Ball 2. Bob there, completely off target. What's he actually good at? Accuracy. Good one. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, that's 3 balls now, and that one's a bit high too. And Bob gives up a walk. Come on, team. Let's get the concentration rolling, shall we? Exponential Tyrone is up next. He got a hit, but not much more last week. But we'll see where he's off target again. But that's solid. We'll take the easy out there. Side's retired. And at the end of 1, it is 0-0. This will bring up Big Rod McGurk, who is batting a little higher up the order. And he's got to prove himself this week. Otherwise, he'll be out of the lineup in favour of Furious Spongebath, who is in need of a few more at-bats. Oh, Rod, you chump. Okay, all right. Rod, that was a pep talk, mate. All right, you might want to pay heed to it a little bit. Here's Zoltan, who broke the deadlock for us last time with a home run, and he does well, good enough, gets himself on base, and that's a positive way to start the inning. Here's Big Steve. Yeah, I mean I can't call all of them big, but in this case, Big Steve, he's earned it. Ball 1. All right, come on. That's solid. It's not, though, is it? No, it's not. That's going to be a double play. Steve Morrie doing the Steve Morrie play there, where he gets everybody out. Okay, all right. Well, these things happen. Sometimes it takes a little while to get going. Here's Marjorie Sinister. She's batting now. Cindy. No, never mind, Cindy. It's okay. I mean, that was out of your range. I mean, that you did the dolphin dive there to show that you were making an effort was sufficient. And that's going to be a 2-base hit. Tonya Spangle up next, batting .097 this season. That's not strong, is it? No. But that doesn't mean she isn't about to light us up. So, stay frosty. Strike 2. Back to one of these. All right. Don't ever go back to one of those. Oh, just wide of the foul line. Well, we got lucky there. That one had the distance, but didn't have the something else that was necessary. Bob there, rather fortunately called by the ump, gets a strikeout. Here's Spock Bumson to see if he can capitalise on the runner that is currently situated on second. Ball one, that one just ever so slightly too far inside. Strike one, okay, Bob. Is he starting to find his swing? I mean, he's sticking it right down the centre of the... One of you get it. Papal's called for it. Has it. 2 outs now. All right, Bulldozer Power hanging on in there. Here's Barbara the Butcher, who gets the start this week. Last time she came in as a substitute, but this time she's getting starters orders. Swings at rubbish there to start her off. That's good. That's what we want to see. Strike 2. And let's put in a demon sinker. All right, well, it's not a demon sinker, but Cindy's calling for that one, and that should be enough. Out number 3, sides retired, and that's 2 innings away. And much like the last game, this one is staying on a razor's edge. Here's Papal Event Horizon in his new batting position. Let's see if he can turn this into something. Ball 1. Papal. Ball 2. No. Wait for it. Ball 3. Papal Event Horizon. He's there. He's feeling it. Strike 1. No, he wasn't feeling that. Felt that one though. Papal getting a base hit. Good. If you do well here, Papal, you can stay lower down the order, take the pressure off a little bit. Here's Hatchet Malibu. Is she good? Is she not good? We just don't know. She had a few opportunities to prove herself. She's batting over 400, which is great. But as far as being impactful, so far not so much. She has got the entire side out a couple of times, which is, it's one of those things. Everybody does it from time to time. But she's yet to really make a name for herself. Oh, hold on. Yep. Yeah, the name she's making for herself is Steve Murray's understudy. That leaves Ominous Bob to have a go. Go on, Bob. We're 2 down. I mean, you might as well just have a go. That's it. Lovely job. And we're out. Oh, good. So, look, you can't blame the team for all of that. Yeah, I can. And I'm doing. Here's Vera Contagion, who is their starting pitcher. So, with a bit of luck, she won't put up too much resistance to the flinging majesty of Ominous Bob. But knowing our luck, she's about to spark one up here. She's about to light the fuse and set it to a distant galaxy. Oh, Cindy! Cindy ran past the ball there, giving up a base hit that was completely unnecessary. Here's Rasputin. He's round for his second go. Let's see if he's got anything to play with. That one's gone to Zoltan, who likes it. All right, 1 down. Runner on first, and that is the pitcher. If they were to happen to trip and break, both their hands or something, that would be dreadful. Here's is this Skyline? LaDaniel. Zoltan again. Come on, Zoltan. Oh, you either want it or you don't, son. Come on. Well, that was pitiful. Zoltan there, just not bothering to run after a ball that was easily retrievable, and that was, yeah, no, that was not good. Yeah, it was the opposite of that. Bad. It was bad. McGurk. No. And flipping heck, and Papal's missed one as well. Well, that's 3 we've done now, where the fielders have failed to do their job. And we've given up 2 runs. You can't put all the blame on Ominous Bob's ominous pitching, because the fielding has been woeful to this point. Malibu, gotcha. Pack it in. Alright, okay, and that leaves Marjorie Sinister to try and turn the runner they've got on third into a run that they haven't got on third anymore. Well, she swung at some total nonsense going on there, and Bob was completely off target. But that's good. Anytime you swing at rubbish, it suits me down to the ground. Finish him on one of those. Nice. Cindy gets it, throws it. Ow's that? Okay, well, that could have been worse, but it was bad enough as it was, as the medics take a 2-0 lead. And Cindy Vapid is round for her second at-bat. No, she's going to be out there. No, that was a high one, and she went straight for it. No, that's just a bad decision. Here's Kojak. Yeah, leave it alone. Don't go near it. That one, though, that's what you do with those. And she's going to go for 2 on this one. Kojak Mister on, doing something actual bright and breezy for the team. This brings up Failure, who will be hoping for something similar. A base hit would be good. Yep, ball 1. And they're playing the let's try and catch out Kojak game, which is always a winner. Failure. No, it's just wide of the foul line. No damage done. But that's strike 1, ball 1. Failure now. He's waiting for something positive. Ball 2. That one was probably a little on the high side. Kojak, get back. Get back. Oh, for crying out loud. When I tell you to get back, I mean get back. I don't mean keep running. Well, okay, so Kojak's out there. And that's the side retired. And that was a needless piece of out there. Didn't need it. No, we were in good shape, and we could have got a run out of that inning without too much of a problem. But no, it just fell apart. Mister on, solid. Okay, well this is looking a little bit more positive defensively, but Bulldozer Power still don't look like their biggest hitting selves at the moment. Defensively, we do stink, so giving up a few runs is par for the course. Another strikeout there for Ominous Bob, and that's the team retired. And at the end of 4, it is the Bunsen Medics 2, Bulldozer Power nothing. Here's Big Rod. Well, we're going to keep him in for the rest of the game, but he really does need to prove that he should be in the starting lineup. You hear me, Rod? You get me on that? Do you feel that? There you go. He's popped one up. Yep, there are. Rod's away. There you go. Toddle your way back to the dugout there, Rodrigo. Rodness. Your Roditude. Here's Zoltan. Sometimes good, sometimes not. But he is the anchor point of centre field. Hey, take it easy. Anyway, Zoltan's going to get himself a stroll. And stroll is what he does. Here's Steve Murray. Well, Steve's come back into the lineup after Julius Hardware got a couple of starts, and he's not really proved anything to anybody yet, other than that once in a while he hits it, and the rest of the time he gets everybody out. But this time he's on base, and we now have runners first and second. And here's Papal, who's after his base hit last time round is looking a little more confident. Oh, that was a lovely pitch, but he was too late to the party. All the twiglets are gone, and all that was left was cheese and pineapple on sticks. That one's high. Papal Event Horizon. A critical moment, and Papal's off to the races, and we get hungry, get a run. Advancing 2 of the runners there by a base, and that cuts the deficit to 1. Here's Hatchet Malibu, runner in a scoring position. And, well, we got them at the corners. Strike 1, ball 1. Come on, Hatchet. No double play here, please. If you get yourself out, that's one thing. But just don't get everybody out. She's going to get everybody out, everybody. Yeah, there you go. That's the second double play in a row for Hatchet Malibu. And, well, Bulldozer Power to get a run there, but it's poor. Meanwhile, obviously Vera Contagion has allowed her daughter or some such to pick her sleeves for today, because they're jolly colourful and full of rainbows and flowers and what have you. I was going to say jellyfish, but that really didn't make any sense. Anyway, she's caught out by Failure over there in right field. Here's Jack Rasputin, round for number 3. I mean, they're keeping him in the lineup despite the fact he hasn't hit anything for an eon. That one's gone to McGurk. He's out as well. Here's Daniel Skyline's got himself a double so far today, I must say. It is, in his little picture there, he's got magnificent hair. Yeah. But is he a magnificent batter? No. Well, I think that was 3 pitches, 3 outs there, and that was pretty solid. I wasn't counting, but it felt pretty quick. and that will bring us up to the start of the 5th inning. Ominous Bob, gonna see what... No, 6th inning, flipping heck. Really? Yeah, that's 2 games in a row now that we really rattled through it. I guess it's something about the medics and the way they coalesce with the Bulldozer Power that leads to games that are pretty short-paced. But here's Cindy. She swung at a highish one there, and she's going to get caught for her trouble. Come on, Cindy. We need you to be back on the boil again, because currently you're sat on the side next to some onions, and that's not going to cook anything. Here's Kojak. Swinging at rubbish, and the ball goes foul. 1-1 is the count. Swinging at more rubbish, and she's going to be out. Bulldozer Power today are having what is evidently a poor decision day. Here's Bambi Severe. She's had a walk, a triple, and 2 runs batted in. She is having a day. I said for her first at-bat that I didn't remember her making much of an impact last time around, but she certainly has this time. She's going up to centre field there. Zoltan returning the ball to seconds. All right, okay. Well, we can't have another bad inning here, people. Not unless we're going to follow it up with a really, really good batting series. Ball 1. It wasn't. Apparently it was. That one's gone airborne. Papal is moving in for the kill. And that's out number 1. Chuck it to the base there, Papal, just to be on the safe side. There we go. Here's Marjorie Sinister. She's 1 of 2 and had a double. I wonder if she's still able to see straight. No, you were too slow on that. Too slow. No, if you're going to crack wise, you've got to do it instantly. Otherwise, the moment is gone. She's caught out anyway by Hatchet Malibu. Okay, Tonya Spangle will be the last one up. She's rattled. Oh, Tonya, don't be rattled. Well, that's because her batting average stinks. Oh, yeah, okay, I suppose that'd do it. Yeah, start rattling then, Tonya. You're not going to keep your place in the team unless you get a hit, and that was not one. Out number 3, and that's 6 innings down now. And again, the game is moving at a heck of a pace. Here's Ulysses Failure, yet to have a hit today, but that could change any time. Don't swing at those. There we go. Failure, needing to make good decisions for once. That was apparently a strike. I don't believe it. Oh, Ulysses Failure struck out. We don't see that very often. I mean, we see strikeouts occasionally from the team, but it's not often that it is Failure who is the one to be on tilt when the ball comes to play. Big Rod there getting out cheaply again. I don't know if it's the pitcher. I don't know if it is the person operating the controller, but something is making this quite the challenge. To judge a hittable ball. Zoltan there, swinging at air. Ball 2 now, strike 1. Zoltan. He's swung at a high one. Didn't stop swinging at a high one, so he's going to get caught. This is a pitiful performance. The fans would be quite right to demand a refund at this stage, I think. Anyway, look, it's Ominous Bob, everybody. He's doing some pitching for us. Strike 1. Yeah, good. Okay, keep it up. In fact, just keep doing what you have been doing, Bob. You've been playing fine. Yeah, you've given up the occasional hit, but not as many have you given up as our fielders have done. Failure's got that one. Here's Barbara the Butcher, 0 for 2 today. That one's gone foul. Yes, it has. We'll throw the same pitch again. We haven't been doing much of throw the same pitch twice in a row. Cindy with an optimistic jump that led to nothing at all. That one looks like it could go for 2 because it is going for 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, magical throw there from centre field. Here's Vera Contagion. She's 1 of 2 today, and she's got her magic sleeves on, imbued with fairies and unicorn love, which is lovely. She showed bunt there with her first swing, and I don't know what that's all about. Bunting isn't going to get her very much at all. When they've already got 1 out, I wouldn't. Hatchet, nice play. Cindy, no. If Hatchet had thrown directly to first there, we might have had one. But no, a little slow on the draw, and another defensive error leads to a situation where we've got runners on first and second. It is Jack Rasputin up to face the next pitch. That one, theoretically, should be caught. It is. Okie dokie. Here's LaDaniel Skyline. He's had a double today, but nothing since. And we'll see if we can't fox him out with some Ominous Bob special treatments. Ominous Bob has delivered. Papal Event Horizon has collected. And at the end of 7, it is 2-1. It's a game that can still go either way. Here's Steve Morrie coming up for some bat. Steve Morrie puts a decent amount of mustard on that one. You get that one's embedded deep in the bun. Steve going for 2. He's not the fastest runner, but he gets a double off that. Lovely job, Steve. Well done. Here's Papal Event Horizon, 2 for 2 today. Good job. And he's batted in our only run so far. Better job. No. You can't hit them all. You've got to wait until they're, in the vicinity of being in the right place in that box in the middle of the thing. Yeah, it's a judgment call. 2 balls, 1 strike. Papal, not good. He's caught. Steve manages to get back to second, but that's an out. Here's Hatchet Malibu, 0 for 2 today. Well, is she in the team permanently or not? Along with Big Rod McGurk, whose name I can't say for some reason today. Big Rod McGurk. There is a question mark over Hatchet Malibu. Does she belong here or not? That's out number 2, but Steve has advanced to 3rd, and that leaves Bob to be substituted. Right, okay, Furious, you feeling it? Oh, he's looking good enough to come back in, He is. I'm going to play him, because if he manages to bat a run in here, then I can bring him back into the lineup next week. And forces an error, and Furious has done what we needed of him, and has got us onto this level pegging score-wise. A little on the lucky side, but luck has to go your way at some point. Here's Cindy Vapid. She is in the mood. Ball 1. Ball 2. Cindy Vapid. Swings at a high one. And she's going to be caught. Out number 3, but Bulldozer Power have pulled level. We're going to bring Jeff Conservative in. He only threw 1 inning last time around, so he's our go-to guy for this one. And he'll be facing off against Bambi Severe, who so far is having a heck of a game. Well, Jeff Conservative says, I would rather you didn't, if it's all the same to you. Strike 2. Have you seen a change-up today? Well, you have now, and it was off target, which is a pity, because that would have been a lovely way to get you out. Anyway, that one's gone foul. It's ball 1, strike 2. Jeff Conservative throwing pitches. Well, Severe shows no sign of letting up, and is continuing to beat Severe with another base hit. Here's Exponential Tyrone, who's had nothing from nobody. He wants nothing, and he's done nothing. Tyrone is just a massive disappointment for the medics today, but they're going to persist with him anyway. Well, he's done enough there to do some damage. He's going to get on base. And that's now runners on 1st and 2nd, no outs here at the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. No, it is. It's the bottom of the ruddy 8th. Oh, flipping heck. There's not a lot of game left. Well, there will be unless someone scores. Yeah, but the way it's going, it's not looking like it's going to be me that scores, is it? Well, probably not. What do you want from here? Kojak, take the easy. Right, okay. Only managed to get 1 out there, but 1 out is enough. Right, okay, here's Tonya Spangle, whose confidence is lacking. Yeah, that's justifiable. They're going to get a run here. Zoltan throws to second. Immediate throw to home. No, they got home about 24 hours ago. Okay, all right. And another run there for the Bumson Medics. Oh, pressure time. Taste it. And this is Bumson himself, who's aiming to capitalise on having a runner on 2nd, but they are at 2 outs now. That one's gone deepish. Zoltan, if you can be bothered, would you mind catching that? Thank you. All right, Bumson easing back into the lead. Bulldozer Power now needing a run to stay in the game. the good news is we are near the top of the order, and it's Kojak Mister on to lead us off. Ball 1. Yeah. Yeah. We'll let this go to a full count. No, we won't. Kojak there, like the look of that one, and has given it enough of a twang to get onto first base. Good. All right. Okay, good. Here's Ulysses' failure. 0-4-3 today. All right, no pressure. That's a good hit. And failure will get on base as well. 1 and 2 now occupied by the Bulldozer Power. No outs so far here at the top of the 9th. Here is, are you going to remain on the team, Big Rod McGurk? Ball 1. That one was maybe a little high, but I don't feel too harshly done by in swinging at it. Strike 1. That's solid. McGurk got a piece of that, you know. That was about as solid as a connection as you get, but it wasn't fence-worthy. Strike 2. Oh, strike out there. Swinging at one that was taller than himself. Here's Zoltan. And they're making a pitching change. Cat Hardcore coming in for Vera Contagion. And they're also switching out Tonya Spangle for Hieronymus Dude. Okay, well, what's this? That's a cricket pitch. I have never seen a pitcher do this before. It's very hard to know what's going to actually land in the strike zone. That one's landed in the rib cage of Zoltan. We advance Kojak to 3rd. Zoltan swings big. Wait. And he's out. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, no, you see, my timing was wrong there. If I'd have waited, if I'd have kept my people on base, we could have taken the flipping run. Ah. Anyway, it falls to Steve Murray to try and salvage the game. Does he? No, he does not. Steve Murray does not salvage the game. That's it. Bulldozer Power there. Lose the return game. Well, it's not even the return game. They got 2 home games. I mean, what's going on there? What kind of scheduling is that? You have to say they deserve to lose today. Poor decisions in many occasions, and the fielding just was not up to scratch. No, I know there's some bright sparks here somewhere. Show me one. There were some okay players there occasionally, maybe if you squint. But your 3 stars of the day, Bambi Severe, who did have a heck of a game, and Vera Contagion, their starting pitcher, and Bob, who pitched for us. If the pitchers are in the 3 stars, you can tell, pretty low scoring game. Well, that gives us just 3 games to watch to get back up to speed. It's the Sports Ball Union leading the way against the Steganauts in a repeat of last week's game. And the Steganauts again putting the Sports Ball Union to the sword there. Lovely. Colonel School are playing the Port Meigans Pirates. And a boring game. Give me some high-scoring stuff. Here's Grazer Ridge against Peninsula Transport. Both sides are allegedly extreme power hitters. We'll see if Jojo Football or Blix Gornock can prevent this from occurring. Well, Grazer Ridge, 3 away to start with. Peninsula Transport pulling it back. End up winning 6-4. Okay, well, the next game of the season is the Colonel Space Agency against Bulldozer Power. Desmond Island will be pitching for us. And it is a firm favourite among BDP faithful. The Professor Feetham, will be pitching. If that weren't enough, we've got one of the Hammock sisters. Vanessa, does she play for us? Veronica, she might play for us. Violet, I don't think she's a person. Anyway, one of the Hammock sisters is their current leading star for the season, so there could be some sibling rivalry going on in there. To round out the day, we'll do a quick stop by the stats department. Emmental Helmet is leading the way in slugging percentage there for whatnot. The Bull Grazer Ridge, those are the ones. Daphne Teflon from the undefeated Beekeepers is in 3rd. And then you've got Adrian Shoehorn, Bum Soz, Julio Lobster, Yeolty Clumsy, and Cookie Peach Wallace. Peaches, actually. It would be Peaches in there, were I allowed enough characters to actually put her full name in. But I can't, so I didn't. Next. Right, batting. Batting average, well, it's all BDP all the way. We seem to do very well on batting average, but quite poorly when it comes to actually batting any runs flipping in. Adrian Shoehorn for Grazer Ridge showing up, along with Jack Snaggles, Felipe Flexin, Flapjack Nope, Dick Frisbee, and Daphne Teflon. For home runs, there's no BDP to be seen anywhere near here. Emmental Helmet and Scooter Boam. Top of the table. For runs batted in, Helmet again, Teflon again, Rocket Bobby showing up, Eric the Sea Ape, Adrian Shoehorn, Julio Lobster, and Kangaroo Carter also making an appearance. For on-base percentage, it's the double team of Cindy Vapid and Kojak Misteron for Bulldozer Power who are really getting it done. Well, interesting. I would not have expected Steve Morrie to be as high up as that. And Hatchet Malibu's there as well. Well. Yeah, well. What else have we got going on? Hits, Kojak, Cindy, Zoltan. Yeah, that's my team. Extra base hits, it is Helmet who is leading the way. But remember, he does have, home runs galore going on in there. For strikeouts, or rather struck outs, Glossy Supreme, Bingo Hazmat, Rick Skirmish, Jackson Clown Car, MSJN, and Eric C. Ape. 11 each. Learn to play. Finally, we'll finish with stolen bases, and it's Tremaine Jazz Hammock and Brash Witness and Bandit Joe who are getting it done as far as taking a little bit extra there. Getting caught with their hand in the shopping basket of bases is Leon Ham, Brad Commissar, and Pickles Dilhurfer. I've been Colonel Failer, everybody. This is the Electrosports Sports TV Electro channel. You are invited to subscribe if you can be bothered. Because with subscription comes videos. Well, the videos happen anyway, but with subscription, the videos might actually turn up in a place where you'll notice them. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.